very important stuff going on, guys. Remember last year, I was basically recruited, and I was proud of it. I was basically recruited to root for Cal last year.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was light recruitment other places, but Cal really came after you.
They came after me hard. They started promising me, big dorm, big dreams, big everything. The mascot was involved, our friend Amy Trask.
You probably actually could start for the Cal football team.
Oh, no. Maybe last year I could have. So I decided to pick Cal because I went to a college that didn't have football. So this year, because Colors Day is Friday with a new theme called Fan Out Loud, which is encouraging students and alumni and anyone with ties to a university to show off their fandom through their college colors. Got to go to collegecolorsday.com or use the hashtag collegecolors. You can enter for tickets to win a trip for two to this year's college football national championship in Houston, Texas, Perloff. So I now have to pick a new college football team.
Wait, why do you have to pick a new college team?
Well, as I said, Cal was going to be a one-year tryout.
Oh, but I see their hat is still in front of you. You have 4 hats.
Well, maybe I put them back in the mix. It's possible I could repeat, but it was a one-year thing.
Okay.
So if you're watching us on the live stream, youtube.com/CBS Sports Radio, I've got 4 hats in front of me. I've got LSU. I've got Arkansas. I've got Cal from last year, and I have South Carolina. Now, I was going to make my decision today, but unfortunately, because of the awful storms that are happening down in the Florida Gulf Coast, and we're keeping everyone there in our thoughts for sure, and hope everyone's okay. The USPS, I guess, got a little, the FedEx, whatever, got a little behind. And so there's a mystery team whose colors and hat and stuff couldn't get here.
So today's not actual signing day then? You have a couple more days to decide?
I have a little bit to decide, but right now between LSU, Arkansas, Cal, and South Carolina, where are you leaning for me?
Well, I have a question. What is your priority? Is it winning? I'm looking at Cal has one of the hardest schedules in the country and has a win total of 5 games.
Well, they won 4 games last year, and I was clearly not their good luck charm.
You have some really solid SEC choices here. I think obviously LSU seems like the best team. Arkansas is on
the come up.
On the come up, and South Carolina looks like they're going to be better this year too.
Or do we wait for mystery school?
Or do we wait for of these teams? It depends. Are you looking for attractive gear? Do you want the best football team? Do you want the best fan base? Do you want the best food?
Oof. I want all of it. I want to feel part of the community. That's what I want. I want to live the college football fan experience that I never got because I was at the George Washington University.
Well, I think the best in-game experience has to be LSU. Baton Rouge is up there. I think the best colors, also LSU, gold and purple. But that South Carolina hat is so sick.
You've already asked me if you can have it when I'm done.
The other thing is, you got some good quarterbacks here. Do you want to take a little bit of a flyer on underdog? I think South Carolina has the most upside. If LSU is good, people are going to call you a bandwagon jumper. Arkansas, I guess they have a high upside, but I feel like South Carolina could be the real mystery team. Cal has no chance.
All right, the chat is weighed in. YouTube.com/CBS Sports Radio. Rude Dog says Maggie's college football team should be the Oregon Ducks because I already have the costume.
That makes sense.
Maybe Oregon's the mystery team. You never know. Aaron Wilson says, Maggie, got to choose the Oregon State Beavers. Now, I could do Oregon State. They feel like they've really gotten the short end of the stick this year, and if I could boost the morale of the Oregon State fans in any way, I feel like that'd be like a civic duty.
Yeah. Our boy Ross Tucker is calling that Oregon State game this weekend. I'm psyched for him. They're a pretty exciting team. DJU, quarterback. You can't. Can you really choose? Aren't they arch rivals, Oregon and Oregon State? I feel like you're going to upset one of these fan bases.
Clearly I'm going to. Our friend Michael in California says, go Army, Maggie, black and gold colors.
Yeah, I want to go to a game so badly. I would like you to choose them just so we could go to a game this fall. I mean, we could go anyway.
Yeah, we could just go up there. We live pretty close to West Point. All right, well, keep it coming, guys. So because the mystery team did not get their colors here in time, I don't feel right about choosing it today.
Okay,
but I will choose it.
That's fair.
Is it okay to choose after week 1? It's all right, right? It's a long season. I'm not in it just for the week 1.
I mean, this is dicey. Because if LSU beats Florida State, then you choose LSU, you know what people are going to say.
They're going to say I'm bandwagoning, but that's really your department.
What if South Carolina beats North Carolina, stops Drake May, who, by the way, had his birthday yesterday. I wanted to celebrate my guy, Drake May.
Yeah, what, are you going to send him some NIL opportunity?
Well, there's a big bet. We have a show bet where I have Drake May has to go number 2 or I'm in big trouble. Yeah, I think that's pretty weak to go after this weekend. But you know what? There's really even better games next week. When is Oregon's first big game? Let's look at their schedule.
Their first big game.
By the way, real quick,
Yes.
You talk about the Drake May bet. Considering what we were talking about yesterday, how the Cardinals might get the first and second pick,
Yeah.
you might just get screwed just by the law of averages. I mean, they're not drafting 2 quarterbacks.
I thought that, but Maggie made me feel better today.
Yeah. Did you reset the bet, by the way, of what it is? Perloff has bet me that Caleb Williams and Drake May are going to go 1-2 in the draft, and whoever.
No, if it doesn't happen, I have to go to one of the cities that drafts either Drake May or Caleb Williams.
You have to drive there. This is the Perloff road trip.
Yeah.
So,
By the way, Oregon plays nobody until Washington on October 14th. They have a cake schedule. Portland State on Saturday.
I'm looking forward to that one.
You are?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, Samter, what did you say? Oh, what did I uncover? Sorry, I got a memory like a goldfish. I don't know what's going on.
You know what? I'm used to people saying that to me all the time.
Give your theory on why the Cardinals might not be able to pick Caleb Williams.
Okay, so I did a little more reading into the headline that came out yesterday about the Arizona Cardinals that their former coach, Steve Wilkes, testified under oath in an arbitration case that's open and ongoing that he was directed by team owner Michael Bidwell and the former general manager Steve Keim to use a burner phone to contact the general manager while he was suspended from the NFL for his second DUI. That's against the rules. Once you're suspended, you're supposed to be away from the facility. You're not supposed to have any kind of contact with anyone. And the team itself and the owner is in on this, supplying a coach with a burner phone. Okay, so this is part of an ongoing, arbitration, a lawsuit that's been brought by the former president of the team, Terry McDonough, who is Will McDonough's son and Sean McDonough's brother. If you know, Sean McDonough does play-by-play for ESPN for college football and for hockey, I believe.
Okay, you're getting off.
I'm getting tangent.
Yeah,
okay.
Anyway, but to me, by the way, so you think what could be the repercussion of this?
So if this arbitration case, if more salacious details come out about the Arizona Cardinals, Roger Goodell and this arbitrator may have no choice but to punish the Arizona Cardinals. If they punish the Cardinals by taking away their first-round draft pick next year, which they've done to tons of teams lots of times, including last year's Miami Dolphins for tampering with Tom Brady. They did it, obviously, to the Patriots for Spygate. They've done it tons of times where they've taken away first-round draft picks. Then all this tanking is for nothing.
Yeah, but that being said, there's got to be a penalty between first-round pick and $400,000 fine. I don't know. First of all, calling a GM on a burner phone, the GM doesn't really do that much during the season anyway. It feels like that's a little rich of a penalty. Okay,
you would think that, but according to this article I read, they were actually talking about an extension that they ended up signing with David Johnson. This is going to sound a little old, but it's $32 million extension, and apparently they got it done 2 weeks after Steve Keim came back off his suspension, so they were talking about league business while he was suspended.
But so what? That doesn't feel like a first round, and you can't, honestly, if they had the number 1 overall pick and that was suspended, I think that would be problematic for the NFL. That would be probably the greatest penalty in the history of the league by far. I mean, maybe because there's no way. I mean, the fan base would sue.
Yeah, usually when a team loses a first-round pick, it's like the Patriots number 31 or something.
Yeah, and the NFL knows what they're doing.
Guys, you can't discriminate. Also, do you think that the NFL wants a commodity like Caleb Williams could be generational talent going to Arizona?
I don't think they hate Arizona. They've given them they give them more Super Bowls than anyone.
I know, but is that more about Phoenix?
What's the difference? No, it's Bidwell. I think, they
warm
weather,
like that party city,
I mean, they're
place.
rooting hard for the Rams to be awful this year.
Yeah, they want them in
They're
LA.
rooting hard for the Rams to be bad.
By the way, Cooper Kupp, setback in whatever injury he's dealing with. I can't even keep track now. Hamstring injury.
I disagree. I don't think they could not do this. Maybe I'm totally naive, but that'd be a huge problem on their head because that'd be probably the worst team penalty in the history of the NFL. The number 1 overall pick is how valuable.
Billions
It's
potentially.
worth like 6 first-round picks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they know that. I don't think they would ever do that. 5 weeks of I mean, we got to look. I'm sure there's been other burner phone penalties. Has it ever been a draft pick?
I don't know. I don't know if there's been other burner phone penalties.
I feel like we've heard burner phones. Maybe it was the NBA. But
well, that was Colangelo with the burner account.
Colangelo, right?
That was a burner Twitter account.
I feel like there have been other burner phones.
And he got fired for it.
We'll check.
In the chat, youtube.com/CBS Sports Radio, Craig says, Maggie, go with Penn State just to tick off Perloff. Perloff is decked out head to toe today in Penn State University.
That's great. I actually remember when I first met Perloff the first day, he was like, by the way, huge Nittany Lion fan.
No, he was not.
Wow, that's really interesting.
He was probably like huge Milwaukee Bucks fan. That went by the wayside.
I love the Bucks.
Michael Fry says, Maggie, Fargo, North Dakota. Did make a nice donation to the Boys and Girls Club there.
You're so negative on Carson Wentz. I would not let you do that.
All right, keep them coming, guys. Again, youtube.com/CBS Sports Radio. Let us know and let me know which college football team I should be rooting for this year.